Okay, welcome everyone to M&I Private Kitzbühel webinar. This session is designed to share helpful insights into what to expect and how to best prepare yourself for the event. My name is Karina and I'm a Senior Business Development Manager at M&I. I've been in the company for the last 6 years and I take care of the suppliers. Some of you probably already know me. I'm here with Ivana and Gurbo from the customer experience team, and they'll be your main point of contact for any queries you might have before, during the event, and it will assist you with any key updates prior the event as well. So this webinar will run for about 30 minutes. And today we'll cover key things you need to know before Kitzbühel. So who to contact, how the program works, what to expect from Wired, some key deadlines, and how to make the most of your meetings too. And at the end, we'll finish with a Q&A session. So feel free to submit your questions as we go into the section, the chat box, basically, and we'll answer them at the end of the session. All right, so let's get started. I'll now hand over to Ivana from the customer experience team, and she'll talk you through how we work together.
Great. Thank you, Karina. So before we move on, we thought it would be helpful to explain our two teams and how they work together and who you can contact depending on what you need. So from the customer experience team, you'll be with myself and Gerbil. So if there's any attendee changes, please let us know as soon as possible so we can make sure that the right person receives all the relevant event communication. We're also here to help for any event updates, questions about your pre-scheduled meetings, any technical support that you need as well. In the lead up to the event will be your main point of contact for logistics, meeting guidance, event communications, and any day-to-day queries. So if you're ever unsure about something, please drop us an email or you'll receive our contact number as well at the end of the webinar, and we'll be happy to help you. And now I'll hand it back over to Karina to explain the sales side.
Thank you, Ivana. So yeah, alongside your account manager, I'm here to help you with anything related to your registration. That might include changes to your booking, answering questions about payment terms, adding an extra delegate to your table, or sharing information about the rest of the program, the 2026 program. And with that covered, let's take a look at what to expect day by day at our program. So basically the program is very packed from start to finish, but it's very nicely packed. So you have a lot of fun, you enjoy it, and you have really successful meetings as well. So over the 3-day course of the event, you take part in 40 guaranteed one-to-one meetings with leading European event and meeting planners. Alongside your meetings, you enjoy a variety of networking experiences, destination discovery, sightseeing opportunities, and also some really memorable dinners in some of Kitzbühel's most exclusive venues. So Sunday, 18th of October is our dedicated arrival day, and you'll be able to check in into your host hotel from 3 p.m. So for this event, accommodation will be split across two properties, Grand Tiroa Kitzbühel and Hotel Kitzhof Mountain Design Resort. That evening, you'll begin with our networking drinks reception at the Grand Tiroa Kitzbühel. This is a fantastic opportunity for you, especially for the first-time attendees, to meet some of our regulars and ask questions, and then settle nicely into the program before the event officially begins. After that, all attendees are invited to join us for our opening night and the Grand Tiroa Kitzbühel, where you have your first opportunity to network and connect with our leaders, and the buyers will be there too. So on Monday morning, we'll kick off our first round of one-to-one meetings, which will run through until about lunchtime. And then in the afternoon, you have opportunity to experience the destination through our discovery activities, and this will give you a chance to really spend some time with the buyers and make some memorable activities together, which basically strengthens the relationship with them. So it's very important that you attend every element of the event. And then the day will conclude with our second evening at the beautiful Rossi Sombergstuben venue. And on Tuesday, 20th of October, is another busy day of one-to-one meetings in the morning, again running through until around lunchtime. Following your meetings, you have the option to take part in activities that afternoon, or you can enjoy some free time based on how you feel. Again, we recommend you to enjoy the activities with the buyers. This will give you time to network. So take any opportunity you have to really meet them and to network with them. And the evening will be our farewell night at the Schloss Hotel Kitzbühel, offering our final opportunity to network, strengthen the connections, and experience the most of the destination. On Wednesday, 21st of October, we'll have our final meetings until lunchtime. And after lunch, departures will begin from 4 p.m. onwards. If you need to leave a bit earlier than 1 p.m. really on the final day, please do let us know so we can make the necessary arrangements and ensure that everything runs smoothly for you in terms of meetings. So that is a really important point to remember. And to get the most value from the experience, we really encourage you to get involved in everything the program has to offer. The networking opportunities are very important, as well as all the dinners and all of the activities which are scheduled outside the meeting space. So the full day-by-day schedule will be available on Wired, our app. So please do download that application. It will be very useful for you during the event, also 1 week before the event. And we recommend you to check the app regularly, as it always contains the latest information. So you can find details such as the full event timings, dress codes, transfer information, meeting points, activity information, event updates, announcement. So yeah, everything that you need will be on there, as well as during the meetings. You can also check it regularly because there might be some updates about your meetings as well. And now I'll hand over to Ivana, who will talk you through the transfer process and everything you need to know about traveling to and from Kitzbühel.
Thank you, Galina. So if you're planning to use an M&I transfer, there are a few things to just keep in mind. Our transfers will be available on the official travel days only, and they will run from Munich Airport to our two host hotels, Grand Tyrolia and Hotel Kitzbühel. If you're no longer able to attend, your transfer booking can also be transferred to your colleague. Just a quick reminder that transfer bookings will close on the 18th of September. So if you would like to book through us, please make sure you complete your booking and submit your flight details before this deadline. And we'll also drop in the chat the links that you need for the transfer. So it will be on the event guide, and you'll be able to submit your details there. If you have any questions about the transfers, feel free to pop them in the chat, and we'll be happy to help you and answer your questions just after we finish with our presentation. And with that, I'll hand you over to Gerbil to explain the accommodation for this event.
Thank you, Lana. So, hi everyone. We are really excited to be hosted by the Grand Tyrolia and the Hotel Kitzbühel Mountain Design Resort for this event. And you should have already received an email from us, the customer experience team, confirming where your meeting tables will be allocated within both properties. And so we strongly recommend that you book your accommodation within the same property as your table is allocated in, so that it's just much more easier for you to move between your rooms and your meetings throughout the event. And if you're not sure about where your meeting table is allocated, please get in touch and we will be happy to help. We also are delighted to let you know that the both properties do offer preferential rates, and as you can see on the screen, and you can also look through the event guide in order to know how to book your accommodation and everything if you need more information on that. And yeah, but also I would also stress that the deadline to book your accommodation is the 4th of September. So we recommend to book it well in advance so that the rooms are not all sold out. So yeah, I will now hand over you to Kalina, who's going to talk to you a bit more about how things works in the meeting room.
Thank you, Gerbil. So yeah, if this is your first time joining one of our events, the meeting room format is really, really nice and simple. You stay seated at the same table throughout the events, and the buyers are the one that are moving around to meet with you. At this as this forum is being hosted, it's two properties. Please just bear in mind that the meetings will be split in between two hotels, but your table will remain the same in the same location during the event, so you won't be moving from one property to another. We'll follow the event agenda, and each meeting will last 13 minutes with 2 minutes changeover in between. So we also you're very, very welcome to bring any collateral with you, but just basically a table collateral. If you want a small table banner, there is not really much space for big pop-up banners. So yeah, if you have a laptop, also please make sure you download the presentation in advance just to avoid any issues with the connectivity on the day. And now I'll hand you over to Ivana, who will talk to you about the table signs.
So your table signs will be ready for you at the event and placed on your table. We create this using your information from your networking profile. So please make sure everything is written exactly how you would like it to appear on the sign. We've shared a few tips on the screen here to help just illustrate how signage should look like, but essentially it's just we recommend having clear and buyer-friendly information just about the products and the property that you're representing, as well as the locations that you're showcasing at the event. So this helps buyers quickly understand who you are, what you offer, and which locations are relevant, so your meetings can be matched as well as possible. If there are any accents or special characters in your brand name and property name or your own name, please make sure to include these as well. And if you represent multiple locations or if there's anything specific you'd like us to take into consideration, please do mention this in your networking profile. Or please reach out to us, the customer experience team, just to make sure we can make the adjustments exactly how you would like it to appear. And if you haven't completed your networking profile yet, we've also just we'll add this link into the chat so you can do this after the webinar.
So our event technology. So now I'm just going to go into a bit more detail about Wired. So that is the event technology that we use before and during and after the event. So this is where you will be able to browse buyer profiles, select your meeting preferences, and manage all the key parts of your event experience. And just a reminder again, as Ivan already mentioned, your network profile is what the buyers will see on Wired. So please make sure that is up to date and accurate. So all the information that you put in the profile, in your profile, that will be displayed on Wired for everyone to see. Once the platform is opened, we'll ask you to submit your meeting preferences, and this will be your chance to let us know if you really like to meet a buyer at the event or who you wouldn't really like to be, you wouldn't like have any meetings with them at the event. And yeah, this is your chance. And in order to select a meet, so you have 3 options: meet, must meet, and a no thank you. And you can select meet if you really like to meet a buyer, and no thanks if you don't. And if you select your no thanks, we will make sure that a meeting is scheduled with that buyer. Before you make your selections, there are 3 useful features we recommend looking at to help you make most relevant meetings at the event. So the first one is the AI recommendations. So these are suggested buyers based on the information you've shared in your networking profile. So they're a helpful starting point where you can review who you would want to meet at the event. And you can also use you can also make use of the inbound lead feature. This is an amazing feature that is that all the suppliers can use, which is all just the buyers who have already shown interest in your company. And this just gives you a clear idea of who to prioritize on site, highlighting any missing opportunities where meetings may not have been scheduled, and help you make the most of the networking time. If you're attending an M&I, if you have attended an M&I event before, just to let you know that you do not need to activate your inbound lead separately, as this will be already switched on for you when you log in. And finally, don't forget to use the filter on buyer profiles, where these can also help you narrow down the selection and focus on the buyers that are most relevant to your business. Just so you know, the meeting preferences will need to be selected on the web browser, and the app only becomes available around 1 week before the event. So just bear that in mind. You might also be wondering, how are the meetings curated once you submit your preferences, and what happens after that? So in short, we match your preferences with buyers' preferences to identify the strong mutual connections. So this helps us to schedule meetings where both sides have shown interest, giving you a best chance of meaningful conversations throughout the event period. At the event, we recommend downloading the Wired app so you can view your meetings and the program while you're on the go. And badge scanning will also be available in the app. So when you are networking during the evenings or destination discovery activities, you can quickly scan another delegate's badge to exchange contact details. And you don't really need to scan everyone's badges, because the people who you already have meetings with, they will already be connections in your app, so you don't really need to scan them. But anyone else who you would like to have a contact after the event, you can just scan them, and the information will be then populated in your Wired, and you can export it after the event. But please make sure that you can only export all the information after the last meeting of the event. So once the event has concluded, then we will also share an email with full instructions and videos on how to export the data. And if you still have any questions, we will be on site. So you can just come to us, and we will be very helpful and very happy to help you all. And now I will pass on to Ivana, who's going to talk to you about our new feature that we are using for this event.
Thanks, Gabor. So we're also introducing a new feature in Wired. It's called the personalized meeting briefs. So these are short, smart pre-meeting snapshots designed to help you prepare more effectively for each scheduled meeting that you have with a buyer. So each brief essentially contains the most important and relevant information from the buyer's profile, their sourcing needs, and your own offering. So you can quickly understand what matters the most to the buyer before they sit down. And the idea is to make your presentation quicker and easier and more focused. And the briefs highlight the parts of your product or property that are most relevant to the buyer's business needs, essentially, and suggests talking points for you, and gives you any personalized questions to help guide a stronger and meaningful conversation. They're especially useful if you want to make the most out of your meetings, because they help you go into a clear idea of who the buyer is, what they're looking for, and how best to position your offering. Each briefing includes 3 key areas. So a buyer snapshot with useful background and goals, tailored pitch angles to help you position your offering, and curated questions that you can use to keep the conversation relevant and valuable. You'll find all your personalized meeting briefs in Wired under the section My Personalized Meeting Briefs. You'll see a full list of your scheduled meetings with a separate brief for each meeting that you have. So this platform is is on Wired, and so it'll only be available once your meeting schedules are released. So that's ideally 1 week before the arrival date, essentially. And so it's shown on the mobile app, so it's mobile friendly, so you can take it anywhere and view it at any time, basically. So I'll hand you back over to Gabor to take you through the exciting destination discovery activities that we'll have for our event.
Thank you, Anna. So we have planned a amazing and range of exciting destination discovery activities for you to join during this event. These are great opportunity for you to experience Kitzbühel and continue networking with buyers and other suppliers outside of the meeting room. Around 2 weeks before the event, the activities will open and you will receive an email with your own unique link for you to submit your preferences. So it won't be first come, first serve. Instead, you will have about a week to submit your preferences, as your preferences will stay open for 1 week. And once they close, the spaces will be allocated using a ballot system. So this keeps the process fair and gives everyone a good chance of being placed on one of their preferred activities. And when the email comes through, simply you can just look at the available experiences in the destination discovery guide, and then rank your activities when you'd be most interested in. And yeah, by just using the preference form, you'll be able to submit your preferences. You'll then receive a confirmation of your allocated activity around 1 week before the event, at the same time as you will get your provisional meeting schedule in your Wired platform. And if you prefer not to take part in any activity, that's completely fine as well. You can just simply say no on the preference form. And if you have any questions regarding this, or you're unsure, or if there's any medical information that we need to know, so you won't be able to do certain activities, just reach out to us and we can get it sorted for you. And I will just go over a bit more detail about what's happening now and before the event, throughout now and 1 week before the event. Right, so now the webinar is happening, so I'm very, very glad that you all are here. So by now you should have also received your accommodation email with links and emails that you can reach out to in order to book your accommodation at your at the hotel that your table is allocated in. But if you haven't received it yet, just let us know and we can send the information again. We recommend you to book your flights as soon as possible, check your travel details, and if you are booking your transfer with us, make sure you have submitted your information, your flight information, so that we have it and we can arrange the transfers for you. And yeah, but as soon as possible, I would say before 1 month before the event, that should give us plenty of time to arrange everything for you. Then this is also your chance to review your networking profile. If you don't have the link or not sure how to go about that, we are also going to send you an email separately explaining how you can log into your profile and how you can check, or like a proper guide where you can see like what to put where in each field on your profile. So don't worry about that. But if you still have any questions, just pop us a message and then we can send you all the information. 1 month before, so this is your chance where you discover Wired. Like you can explore it, you can also select your meeting preferences, and you can also see which buyer are interested in you. So you can also review your inbound leads that I just explained in the last slide. 2 weeks before is when you select when you discover or when you explore your activities, also destination discovery activities, and you can submit your preferences as well for those. And then 1 week before is when you will receive your provisional meeting schedule. We say provisional because there is subject to change. So if based on the feedback that we receive from our buyers and suppliers, we make a few tweaks here and there in your meeting. So that's why we say provisional. And then this is also the time where you can access the personalized meeting brief, so that you can work on your page and you can tailor your page accordingly. And also this is also the time where you will receive your allocation for the activity, so that you can pack appropriately to, like, if you do canoeing or something. And yeah, you can pack swimsuits and stuff. So yeah, and after the event, so before 1 week before and after the event, it's our event. So we will be on site though. So if you have any questions, you can come to us. But after the event is when you can export again all the contact details of anyone who you had meetings with or anyone you scanned the badge of at the event. You also we recommend completing the survey as we really appreciate your feedback, and follow up with your contacts. So any contacts that you've made, any interest people have shown, and then you can just follow up on those. And then your photos. You can also export the reels and the photos of the event after the event. And yeah, now I will just pass on to Ivana. And yeah.
Wow, that was a lot, Gerbil. Well done. So I'll just quickly go through how you can stay in touch with us. So in the lead up to the event, most of our key updates will be sent by email. So please make sure that you keep an eye on your inbox and just to make sure that you are receiving our communications. If you're not, please do reach out to us and we'll look into it as soon as possible just to make sure you're all up to date and you don't miss any key details. Also like to highlight that our event guide, we'll probably put that in the chat for you if we haven't done so already. And so this is just all your key information, just all in one place essentially. And so any updates, we will update it on the guide as well. It should answer any questions that you have about accommodation transfers, the evenings. Once the dress codes are released, we'll place that there as well. And activities, once you find out your activity, is also on Wired as well, each dress code, appropriate dress code essentially for the activities as well as the evenings as well. And so there's also the QR code just on the image on the screen. So please do scan it so you can save our WhatsApp number, email, or call as well. And so me and Gerbil are both on hand. So if you need to reach us, please do use the QR code here. And so now I'll just hand you over to Kaylina to talk about our exciting 2027 events.
Thank you, Ivana. Yes, so as we come towards the end of the 2026 calendar, we are very, very excited that we have recently launched our 2027 program with a great mix of events planned for next year. So if you would like to find out more about it, please feel free to reach out to me or to your account manager after the webinar, and we'll be very happy to talk to you about it and run you through the different options. And this brings us to the end of this webinar. So before we move into the Q&A section, just to recap your key actions after today, please book your accommodation before the 4th of September. Complete or review your networking profile if it needs any updating. Look out for the Wired launch email. Submit your meeting preferences once the platform opens, and contact the customer experience team if you have any questions. That will be Ivana or Gerbil. And to open the floor for any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or pop your question into the Q&A section, and we'll be happy to help you. Great. We've got quite a few questions already, I can see. Ivana or Gerbil, do you want to answer the transfer questions? I think they are more related to you.
The first one is, are there no transfers from Salzburg Airport? So the main airport that we're using for this event is Munich Airport. However, I understand that we have said that we would be able to provide transfers from Salzburg, and if you have booked your flight during that period when we confirmed it, then we can definitely arrange something for you. So there's no need to worry about it. You can also reach us to reach out to us on the email. Well, I can note your names from this chat as well, and then we can reach out to you separately regarding any additional information on your transfers. How much are the transfers? Will the transfer be by bus? How long will they take? And will there be any breaks during the transfers? So I can confirm that the cost of the transfer is £80, and the transfers will be via coach or cars, and it takes around I believe 3 to 4 hours one way, which is a long time, I know, but yeah.
This is from Munich.
Yes, it's from Munich Airport, sorry. And I'm not quite sure about the breaks during the transfer, but we can certainly check that, and you will already also get some more information about this, like closer to the event when we have all the things ironed out. And yeah, just keep an eye on your inbox for more information on that. We have another question. I'm traveling back from Innsbruck. I heard from organization they only provide from Munich. So if Munich is where it's more suitable for you to travel to, then yeah, sure, we can provide transfers from Munich. But if you also are able to, if Salzburg is something that is a bit more easier for you, then please let us know and we can arrange something for you.
Exactly.
You confirm as the transfer from Salzburg, so we can still count on that, right?
Yes. As you answered already.
And as far as I have joined the webinar through Daniel's email, please include me in the list. Yes, of course, we can send you the link separately, and you can also find this link of the recorded webinar in the event guideline. So afterwards, if you need to share it to any of your other colleagues as well. And yeah, Mark said that she's got another meeting, so she's leaving. So thank you so much, guys.
Thanks for joining.
Any other questions for us? So
Yeah, one more.
how late the first transfers are going to be on the last day? On the last day, do you mean on the networking dinner, or the last day on the meetings? If you are talking about the meeting, so it depends on what time your flight is, and we'll arrange your transfer according to that. Someone has their hand up.
Yes,
One.
yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. For the arrival date, I know that there is a dinner, no, like the event of opening at 7 p.m. But the ones that were coming from Munich, you told us is 4 hours, right? Wow, I was not expecting that. For example, my flight lands at 3. Should I be on time for the dinner, or how does this work? You have a lot of stops?
I believe you might just make it a time. However, if you would like to take other transportation for for example, like train or anything that is a bit more faster, you're more than welcome to do that. But we would still have transfers at the hotel, which leaves around I'm not quite sure about the time, but there will be something, and then you would be able to join, because I think the first dinner is not that far, because it's just like 5 or 7 minutes in car, I believe. So I think it should be okay.
Okay, I cannot take an alternative because I already booked the transfers. So taking an alternative is not going to be an option for me at this moment.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I've just looked at the route again, and right now, I think Gerb was saying the maximum can take up to that time. But right now, that's with traffic as well. But right now, the journey is about 2 hours.
Okay, this is
So it's
what I
not the
saw.
full 3 hours, so it's 2 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Because this is what I saw as well. So I was a bit worried that from 2 to 4, okay, good, perfect then. Thank you very
So
much.
I think maybe Gerb was just adding extra time with traffic.
Okay, good.
But yeah,
Thank you.
it's about 2 hours maximum. So yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
So you should be fine with 3 o'clock. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. This is what I was calculating. Brilliant. Thank you. That's all.
No worries at all.
Any other
last
questions?
But if not, feel free to email us or WhatsApp, and we'll be able to help you there as well.
Okay, then. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully this was helpful and you feel ready and excited for Kitzbühel. We're very excited to welcome you there and to meet you in person as well. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
everyone.